Let's talk about 3 very obvious essential accessories for your Leica Q3. Hello epic people, Mike here. Today I'm going to be talking about very obvious accessories, which are UV filter, half cage / base plate, and straps for your Leica Q3. And the main reason that I'm making this video is because all the 3 things that I'm going to be talking about are non-Leica brand, which means there are third-party accessories that are made for your Leica Q3. And I think this is important because not everybody can afford all the Leica accessories because they're ridiculously expensive. And also I believe that some of the third-party things are actually better than the official one, and they're a little bit more cost-friendly. So let's jump right in. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about UV filters. So if you guys saw on, Leica page, and when you're looking at the Leica Q3 accessories, they recommend you, or they have UV filter that are by Leica. And I forgot the actual cost on top of my head, but they are pretty expensive. And I've used so many different UV filters in the past, from $20 to $150, and I ended up using the BNW or B plus W MRC Nano UV Haze filter for all my lenses. All my Sony GM lenses have that. I've been using it for 6 years, and so far I haven't really noticed that much image quality decreasing when I was using the filters. And a lot of people will say, oh, why are you using a filter on such a good lens? I put more emphasis on, not emphasis, but I do feel like protecting the lens is more important than having slightly better image quality, in my opinion. So I'd rather keep the UV filter on. Yes, the filter that I just mentioned is not a cheap filter. I don't know, to be honest, how much of a difference it will make by buying $20 filter versus $100 filter, but I'd rather spend something a little bit more because, it's still cheaper than the Leica official filter that they sell. So I've been rocking these. So far I haven't really noticed any image quality decreasing. So if you guys are considering something good, UV filter that doesn't break your bank like the Leica one, you guys should try this one. And the second accessory is the half leather case. When I looked at the Leica half case, it looked very bland without that many features. But I still didn't want it to spend that much money on something similar. And honestly, what I really wanted was this company called Alta or something like that. But those were very costly. And so I was thinking about ordering, but I found out that the actual headquarters is in Korea. And since I go to Korea probably once every year, I'll probably check them out when I'm there on my next visit. So until then, I wanted some kind of a half leather case. So I ended up getting this. It's by ArtisanWorkShop, I believe, from Etsy. And these are actually pretty good. When I put it on my Q3, it fit like glove. There wasn't any play, and all the leather feels very good. And this leather case, unlike the Leica official one, has a grip, a little bit of a grip support on the side, which helps you a lot. And on the bottom is the magnetic doors where you can access your battery and your SD card. So I purchased this for, I forgot how much. I'll probably write it down somewhere. For how much it worth, it was pretty good, but I ended up using just the base plate. And I didn't want it to get the Leica one because it was expensive and it seemed a little bit too bulky. And also I heard that it doesn't have an Arca Swiss compatible base either. So I bought like 2-3 base grips from Amazon and I tried those out. I didn't really like them because some of them, it did have a little bit of a play, and some of them looked very off when I have it on the actual camera. you know, just overall, it just, I wasn't really feeling it. It didn't seem like it belonged to the camera. So I did some research and I spent a little bit more money compared to the ones out there on Amazon, and I ended up getting this, which is the IDS, I don't know if you guys can read it, but this is the IDS Initial Design Studio hand grip for your Leica Q3. This, it actually looks good on the Leica Q3. I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion, but it has all the important things that you need. You have all the access on the bottom for your SD card and your battery, while it still have the Arca Swiss compatible base and the actual grip. I got the aluminum one, but the other ones look good also, but it just looks very, I don't know, it looks as it belongs to the camera. You can't really tell if there's an actual grip attached. And the profile on the bottom is very thin, unlike the other ones that I tried on Amazon. It was a decent amount of weight, I think 2-week weight, because it was coming from overseas, but when I actually put it on, it just felt like a glove thing. It just fits perfectly flush to the body of the camera. And there's a reason why I stick to the base plate compared to these leather half cases. Yes, the leather half cases will protect your camera more compared to just the base plate, but another reason why I spent $6,000 to get the Leica Q3 was to have that experience and enjoy the camera. And I think the big chunk of that money goes to, you know, design work. But if I have something like this leather case, it just covers everything up and I can't really feel the actual camera in my hand. And I didn't want it to spend $6,000 so I don't feel the actual camera. And it looks way better without the leather case, in my opinion, than having one on. So since I'm never going to be selling this camera or gonna give it away, and I'll probably use it until it breaks, it will take some effort because this thing it feels like a tank. And the last one is something that I'm still kind of working things out, but I kind of came to a conclusion on what I want. I just wanted to go over a couple things. The first one I actually tried was the Peak Design clip. I've been using these on my Sony, Fuji cameras for a while. Yes, it is very convenient when you can just take off the strap, but when it's off, these little pod looking ones, these things dangles and start hitting your camera, which kind of got annoying. And most of the time I just have the strap on the camera, especially for Leica Q3, more photo-centric cameras. Yes, the convenience is good, but most of the time I had the strap on, so these little things didn't really matter. I did try the official Leica strap that they came with the camera, but it seems like the leather was a little bit too stiff, and also the length was a little bit too long where it keeps banging on my stomach. So that was kind of out of the question. And I tried other, you know, leather, third-party leather straps from, you know, Etsy and stuff like that. The quality is good, but the actual length is way longer. So, and when things are long like this, besides banging on your hips or stomach, when you want to shoot, just having it on your wrist, there's so much leftover strap when you're shooting it like this. And I don't know where I kept it, but I did use a rope strap. Rope strap was okay, but I don't know why. I don't know what the science behind it, or maybe it's just me, but when I used the rope strap, it seemed like there was more tension on my neck. Because to be honest, even though Leica Q3 fixed lens, people say everyday camera, it's not necessarily that compact, to be honest, for a everyday point and shoot. So it is pretty, I don't want to say heavy, but it has a decent weight. And when I was having it on the row strap on my neck, it actually made my neck very tired. I don't know why. So it was one of the probably the best strap that I used with it, but I ended up stopped using, and then I ended up using this short leather strap. And this one is Joe's signature leather strap by Clever, and this is the short version, which is I believe 28 centimeters. And so far I really like it. It just stays on the chest level, so if I'm like walking like this, it won't bang against my chest, and you can shoot easy up and down like this. And also because the strap is short, you can just tie it around your wrist and just have very little strap left over while you're shooting. What else? Minimal design, no branding whatsoever, and leather feels good. So far I've been wearing this. And a lot of people might say, oh, then you can't have it on your shoulder. I'd rather have it on like this and not go anywhere, because if it's longer, it will start banging all over the place and go behind your back where you can't really see the camera. So far, this was very simple and, I don't know, efficient. So those three things are the ones that I kept after trying out numerous different other similar accessories. So hopefully this video helped you guys out so you don't have to buy and return other accessories. And yeah, so that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys liked my video. If you guys did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want to see more camera related content in the future. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.